Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you very much for being with me today. I hope you're well and looking forward to another episode back in Pine Valley Zoo. Right, so I've done a little bit of work off camera and I'll show you what I've done and why I've done it. So in the last episode we were working on our cliff face over here. So just off camera I've just decorated it. A whole load of foliage, so we got ferns all over the place, we've got some little palms, a few big pine trees of course. And I put a few enrichment items on here as well. I put a little grab ball, a football and a cardboard box as well, just to encourage them to come up. I've also extended the rocks. If you remember, the rocks were just along the back, so I brought them up to the front here as well. So I've made this look like a really nice little sort of a mountain ledge now. Traversable area is all good still, so they can still come up here and walk all the way along it and then come off on the climbing frame at the other end. So that's looking much better now. I still need to do more, but I am going to do more stuff like this off camera, purely because it's such a large area. You guys don't want to watch me do this for hours on end. It would be a waste of your time. I'm going to have to do it obviously because it's got to be done, but you guys don't want to just sit there and watch me do boring stuff like that. So yeah, a lot of this stuff will be done off camera, but I'll try and keep the big projects in this area on camera, which is what we're going to do today. I've just noticed how our female is heading up here. Let me just fast forward it a bit because they do really walk quite slowly. I just want to see what she's here for. There we go, she's here for the enrichment, and here comes Daddy as well. Oh, I thought I'd slowed that down. There we go. So is Daddy going to play with the football, or is he just walking around? He's looking at the ball, isn't he? He's looking at it thinking, oh, that's a big football. Go and have a play. You know you want to. You can be a child, it's fine. There he goes. No one can resist a football, not even a gorilla. Of course, he's probably going to lose the ball down into the valley at some point, isn't he? But never mind. They'll still play with it. It's great. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted them to come up here and play with these things and just wander around. It looks really nice, doesn't it? He really looks like a gorilla in the jungle, which is what I want all of this valley to look like. And that's going to be a lot of foliage. I am, however, going to do other things. So today, what I want to do... Oh, look, little baby is up here as well. That's cool. I want to build a restaurant in here. Now, this is a suggestion by you guys. I think it was Steve again. Or Stephen. I do apologise. I keep forgetting to check whether you wanted to be called Steve or Stephen. I do apologise. But you did say about putting in some sort of restaurant. I think you actually suggested doing it over here underneath this. But what I'm thinking is this cliff here would be perfect. So what I was thinking is I could have a path coming off of here, down underground, and then out to a viewing area here with a sort of a restaurant underneath built in. So that's what I'm going to look at doing today. And I want it to be quite big here. Sort of a big, thin glass open viewing area with a glass roof, so the gorillas can actually walk on the roof is what I'm thinking. But what I want to do is sort of build it over here somewhere. So I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to move my pirate ship for now. Let's just get that out there and have a look at building something here. So I want it to be glass. Now the problem you have with the glass, or the problem I'm going to have with the glass, is that I want it to be a big round structure, and you don't really get round glass. So I'm not entirely sure how this is going to work. See, these pieces are fantastic. I really do like this. But there is only so much you can do with these. I think you've got... Yeah, what else is there? There are options, but I want it to be quite a large piece. And you just don't get rounded bits. Or, you know, not so that you can do the rotation thing, which is what I want to try and achieve here. So we'll see. I'm going to go with it for now, and we'll see what happens. It's probably going to end in a disaster, but then I do say that about most of my projects, and usually they turn out all right. So you never know. I might get lucky again. So what I'm thinking is a really basic thing like that, and then I need a flat roof piece. Like that. Okay, let's think. How big do I want this thing to be? I do want it to be quite big. Let's try that. Hang on, I just need to raise that up. Okay, now let's think. I'm really making this up as I go along. So I guess let's turn on the angle snap for a second and see. Yeah, so that's the problem. If you do it like that, you end up where it doesn't match. So you can't have angle snap on. You've got to do it like this and then make the pieces meet like that. I have no idea how this is going to look. What I've got to hope is that I do it well enough that it kind of lines up. But I don't know if I'm good enough to do that. Whoops, that didn't work, did it? This might look really nice actually. You just never know. The problem is you always end up with the sides here looking okay, but this top bit can end up looking a bit of a mess. But then a lot of that is going to be hidden underground, the way I'm doing it, so we might get away with it. This might not even be big enough. I might actually have to go back and make it bigger. I can't really test that until I've at least got this shell done, and then I can play around with it. It's looking okay so far though. I just got to hope that this matches at the end. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. It was inevitable really, wasn't it? That was going to just be wrong at the end. So I've got to just slowly respace these to kind of fill this gap in. It's never quite going to be perfect, but that's fine. It's always the way when you're doing this sort of rotation. You can never get it perfectly lined up, but it's fine. You can. There you go. Okay, well, I'll tell you what. I'm pretty pleased with how that looks already. Actually, that is quite cool, and I'm pretty sure that the gorillas will be able to walk around on that. So what I need to do to that, I need to save that as a blueprint. Let's call that a glass dome. Makes sense, doesn't it? Let's tag it as a shop shell. That'll do. Cool. Right. So that now just stays like that, and then I think if I come down into here, if I go into my blueprints, I can then so my blueprints, I can then do it as a single building, can't I? I believe that's how it works. Yes, here we go. So what do we think? Actually, that's a pretty good size. So I'm thinking I want it kind of tucked in like that. What do we think? Is that the right sort of height? Maybe down a bit. It'd be good so that if they're walking around on here, you can see it nicely from this platform here. Yeah, something like that. It doesn't want to stick out any more than that. It'd be nice if people inside could be standing here and looking down into the water bit there. Okay, do you know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to build it. There we go. Nice. Now obviously I've got to work out how to do some pathing, and I've also got to see about getting the land looking a bit better. Now I wonder with the terrain, actually, do you know what I want to do before I start playing around? I want to make a save game here, because this is where it could all go disastrously wrong. So let's just get that saved, because you know me and my terrain work, it never quite works, does it? Right, so I want it, I wonder, can I just, yeah, see, that's just lowering through the floor there, so that's the kind of level that I want it to. And then I'm just thinking if I can get this in here. And then let's just take it right back inside until I can see the edge. Like this. Obviously I'll have to play around a bit with the top. Yeah, I think this definitely has potential as a big underground thing. It is very big. I might have made it a bit too big, but I guess if it's just going to be a big restaurant, so I can put a few food places in the middle and then have seating all around the outside is what I'm thinking. And then I guess the only way to get rid of this really is just to push it back, isn't it? But I don't really want it pushed back completely, because I do want the top here to still be over the top of the dome. I don't want the dome to be fully exposed, so some of the roof needs to stay under cover like that. But I guess if I can get most of this side at least gone and make it look like the glass just disappears up into the floor of the ground. It's a long process doing this sort of thing. Lots of trial and error. It's bound to go a bit wrong in places. There we go, that's looking alright, isn't it? And then this is pretty good. I don't mind having this sort of rocky ceiling here. I'll just make sure I cover up those bits there. I don't really want it sticking down quite that much, but yeah, that sort of coverage looks pretty good to me. And then from up here, yeah, it's just slightly sticking out, and then I can create a nice sort of a false front. But what I'm hoping is that I can put a path down. Actually, let me just terrain paint all of this so we don't get this annoying long grass sticking through, because it is really annoying. Actually, let's just go big. Here we go. Oh, I've messed the ground up a bit over there. I need to sort that out. How on earth has that happened? Right, let's get back to this. Let's shrink the size back down again. Yeah, it's definitely there, isn't it? I don't know why it always does it to long grass. It's so annoying. Actually, yeah, some of this edge just needs redoing a bit, doesn't it? Okay, and then, yeah, this should all be flat now. For some reason, it's not. Come on, flatten out. Let's get that painted. And then let's go into our paths. Doesn't really matter what path I do. So I don't want curbs, I don't want supports, I don't want railings, and then I want it to be as big as possible, because I'm going to try. Is that ground still wonky? How is that ground wonky? See, this is what goes wrong. Why? Come on. It's meant to be completely flat to that level. So why isn't it? This whole area is meant to be flat. Flatten to foundation. That's the point of it, isn't it? It has to be flat, because otherwise this idea is not going to work. Okay, how's it looking now? Okay, it's looking alright. I don't know if I'll ever quite get it perfect, but as long as all of this bit in here is flat. So my plan, or my hope... Okay, why can't... What? Why is it... Okay, I can't go right to the edge. Right, I don't want angle snap. I might have actually made that a bit too wide, because I want it... Yeah, okay, that's too wide. I need to be more sensible. Let's get rid of that. Okay. I'm guessing I can't go right to the edge because it's because there's you know, the edge of the land there. But I just want to go as close as I can, basically. And create this loop all the way around the outside. These things are never perfect. It's just, you just have to realise that from the start, to be honest. It's there we go. Yes, it's just never going to be quite perfect. Alright, well that's a good start. Let's see, what does that look like? I think that's going to look really nice once that's blended in a bit better. That's cool. Now I just wonder whether I can shrink this land here just a bit. Yeah, there we go. That looks a bit better, doesn't it? Make it really look like it's on a sticking out cliff face there. And obviously I'll sort the edges out at some point. So what I need in the middle then are some facilities. Actually, let me just, because I've got to think about a pathway going out the back here. Let's shrink this down to 4 meters and then I can make a doorway like that. I guess I'm going to have tunneling, or is it flatten? Let's get angle snap back on. I wonder if I can... No, I think it's tunneling that I need, not flatten. Yeah. Cool, okay. So, where is that going? I guess I need it to... Oh yeah, I need it to turn to the right. Oh, what's going on with my trains? Oh, look, there's a gorilla lying on the track. Completely oblivious to the chaos that she's causing. Oh, that is so funny. It's a bit of an issue, that I know, but it is quite a funny one. Oh, where did the path go? Did it? Oh, it's there. I was just going to say, I'm sure I built a bit of pathway. Okay, what I need to do then, I think, is just flatten that. Turn it sideways and keep building up, and we're out. There we go. Great. Yes, that's good. That's basically where I wanted it to get to. And then if I turn tunneling off, I can kind of just, yeah, I can just blend it back in like that. That'll do. A little slope there that I'd rather lose, but that's fine. I don't think I can do too much about that. And then I can make that look like a nice entrance there, can't I? Excellent. Okay, so there's our little sort of exit route. I guess I just need to... There you go. Get rid of that. Pure and simple. Nice. Okay, that's good. So then we've got to get some facilities in the middle. Now hopefully I can fit a fair number in here. What haven't I put in? I probably have used a coffee before, actually. Oh, tell you what, they're bigger than I thought. Actually, I didn't realise they were going to take up quite that much space. Why is that not connecting to the path? That's a worry, isn't it? Why is that not going to connect? I mean, that's not connecting anywhere, is it? Seriously? Is that because this is a wider path? It doesn't, for some reason, it's not letting it connect. That makes no sense, does it? Is it because it's on a curve? look at that. It's not letting me build inwards at all. Anywhere. Oh no, look, I can go at the side there. That's interesting. Right, okay. Right, this might have to be a bit of an odd flooring space. Let's just get rid of that for a second and let's just get a bit of pathway in here, see what I can do. So obviously this is all this pathway will be hidden anyway, so it doesn't really matter what it looks like at the moment. I just need it to exist. Yeah, okay, so I can do that. And then hopefully I can then put the facilities in and they will, yeah, they will connect to this at least. Okay, that's fine, I can work with that, good. So what I'm thinking, because we are a bit limited for space, if I get one drink, one food, let's go with a missy good, like that. I wonder, actually yeah, look, back here it does let me put another one in, so I can go with a mech select, like that. Gotta have some toilets. I can fit toilets in there. I'm hoping I could fit another drink in round the back here. Gulpy soda. Yes. Or that way possibly. Yeah, let's go that way. Yeah, I think that's as many as I'm going to be able to fit. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm happy with that. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything with the pathway here, am I? No, that's not going to work. That's a shame, but that's fine. I can, yeah, I can just cover that anyway. Okay, that's good. That's fine. And now I just need to build something around that, don't I? Let's get the floor first. So what I'm thinking with the floor is, what's the easiest way of doing this? I'll tell you what, because I often use floor pieces, but that gets a bit tricky with different lengths. So why don't we just go with a basic, one of these plaster pieces as the flooring. You get big flat pieces, don't you, I think, off grid. Yeah, that sort of thing. Let's have a look, because I think that's 4 meters, so it should match up nicely. In fact, if I align to surface, I can, and angle snap. Hang on, I need to reselect it, and then there we go. So I need to bring that down so it's just above the height of the floor, and bring it in like that. Try and match it sideways as well. I'll tell you what I might do before I start duplicating it. I'll put a little edge beam as well. But basically, I'm gonna use this. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna leave it grey as well. I can always recolor later on. But yeah, basically, I'm just gonna get this copied all the way along. I can't see where that went to. Nope, I've lost it completely, haven't I? Why can't I see where that goes to? It's under there somewhere. Problem is, if I don't match that properly, it's not going to work. Oh, hang on, I need to come in here, don't I? Oh, okay. Oh, I made it through to the other side. Sorry, I'm being an idiot. I do that, as you know. Oh no, look, the ground's wrong. Oh, so annoyed. I knew that was going to happen somewhere. Okay, so this, unfortunately, this whole thing will have to be lifted up just a tiny bit more. Oh look, there's people coming down already. That's a good sign. That's fine. I'll do the lifting in a minute. So what I'm going to do actually is I'm going to stick What am I going to put at the end here? I'm tempted to do something. Do I want to go with a log? A 4-meter log? Oh yeah, that actually looks kind of cool, doesn't it? If I can match this properly with this plaster piece, get that sunk down like so and buried right in there so that it shows on the outside here. Actually, yeah, that's going to look really quite nice. Let's just bring it in so I can make sure I've got it lined up right sideways, so just a little bit that way. I don't think I can quite get it perfect. Yeah, okay, that's good. Right, let's bring that out. How far out? Probably further out than in, I would say. I don't really want it too much on the inside. Okay, that's good. And then if I can whiz this right over to this side and do the same. Right, so this is now where it all goes disastrously wrong. Oh, hang on a second. Was that? Did I not group them? No, of course I haven't grouped them together, have I? Right. Like I said, I'm being an idiot occasionally. I'd forgotten to group them, which was kind of the key to this whole thing. No, not that piece. That piece. There we go, good. Oh no, hang on. I think I missed one there, didn't I? Because there was a... Yes, there's a bit there as well. Okay, there we go. Right. So now, hopefully, I can highlight all of that. I've got the angle snap on. I'm not sure if it's going to be the right angle, but let's give it a go. That's the... oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Why has that not gone from the centre? Why is that doing that? Oh, you're kidding me. It's not going from the centre, is it? It's spinning, but it's not going on the centre. Why on earth is it doing that? I wonder if that's because I had that odd piece in there. I don't think that should make a difference. I wonder if it's anything to do with the end pieces, the logs. Maybe I need to do the logs separate. Let's try that. Let's just separate the logs, and then let's come back to here and try spinning it without the logs attached. Okay, that seems to work, doesn't it? Yeah, I think the logs were doing something a bit odd then. Not sure why. Right, let's do it this way. So let's go. Actually, I could probably just do it like this, can't I? I don't know if this is the most efficient way of doing this sort of thing, but it gets it covered, doesn't it? I think. Oh, actually, that hasn't quite worked, has it? Because they're not completely 4-meter gaps. Whoa, okay, that's annoying. I really thought that was working perfectly then, and it's not. Because it's left little gaps. I wonder why it's done that. Ah, I was so close. So close. Okay. Unfortunately, that means I've got to do it the long-winded way, which is manually. No, sorry. If you turn angle snap off, yeah, it means I got to do it like this. Although I'm wondering actually what I can kind of do a few, can't I? And then I can copy and turn the whole lot, if that makes sense. And it should still work logically. So if I now select all of that and do the same, should, yeah, I'm turning the whole thing, so that's going to speed stuff up a bit, isn't it? Let's just come down here so I can get it lined up right. Okay, and one more possibly. Let's make sure that's lined up. It's very awkward trying to do this underground. I need to be able to see the spinning bit and see the end so that I can make sure that it's covering it all up. Oh look, we're one off. I just need to... Oh, do you know what? I'm just going to do that. It's fine. There we go. Good. Right, and then I do unfortunately have to lift the whole thing up a bit, which is fine. This is something we have to do a lot, isn't it? Where we have the people end up like walking with their ankles buried in the ground a bit, but there is not always a way around that, unfortunately. If you want these things to look good, actually that still needs to come up a bit. I really didn't do the land very well. It's something I'm just not very good at doing, apparently, is landscaping. Tell you what, that long grass is annoying me. Good, and then I'm hoping if I can do the same. Where did the logs go? Hang on, I need to... So I should, in theory, be able to do the same with these. No, look at that. That's not going to work because they're turning wrong. That is very mysterious. They shouldn't do that. They should turn perfectly. I have no idea why they're doing that. Okay, let's get rid of that, and I will rethink that. I'll tell you what I might try and do. I might try and do a little bit off camera. I might leave it there for now. I think that's a good episode. I think we've made a good bit of progress there. People are coming down already, which is good. Oh my word, is she still sleeping on the tracks? Okay, you're just being stupid now. Oh, she's actually outside of her pen as well. I don't know how that's happened. But yeah, that's definitely caused a bit of chaos with the trains. There's going to be a lot of really angry people on these trains who are thinking, why are we on this train for an hour? Look at that. That is a long train line, isn't it? Oh well. While I'm here, I will just check their... Yes, traversable area. Good, look at that. They can get onto here, although it looks like they have to jump, but they can get on there. So that's good. I can work with that. I can put some toys on here to make them sort of come on, and I can build some climbing frames, maybe terraform this bit a bit so that it's a bit easier for them to get on. But in theory, that's my restaurant, and that is going to look fantastic. I really like that. I think that's going to look really nice once it's blended in with lots of foliage all around it. I think that will look really, really cool. And like I say, people are already coming down and using it, so people with no ankles. It's fine. It's all good. Okay, let's leave it there. I think that's a good bit of work done in this episode. So yeah, good thinking with this restaurant idea, and I'm pretty pleased with how that's turned out. I really like this structure actually. It does work, this sort of spinning technique. It can make a really cool looking sort of glass structure, can't it? And obviously it could work with the other structures as well, not just the glass ones, but as far as glass structures go, they do look really nice with all this sort of lattice work around here. Cool, right, let's leave it there then. So thank you very much. I do hope you've enjoyed the episode and you like where I'm taking this habitat. If you do, you could hit the like button for me. That would be really good. Actually, we just hit today 400 subscribers to my channel, which is fantastic. So I just want to say thank you to all of you, all 400 of you who are subscribed, and hopefully we can still keep growing that, because I really I'm really enjoying what I do, and I'm really really happy that you guys like it as well. So yeah, hopefully we can keep getting our numbers up, and obviously hitting the like button helps with that tremendously. So thank you very much for that, and thanks for your continued support as well. Right, I'm going to probably only record this one episode tonight, but I'll try and get a few more going over the next few days and keep it going through the Christmas period. But if I can't for any reason, then I do apologise. But yeah, fingers crossed. So thank you, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye bye.